All right, we are live. Let's make sure everything is good to go. Let's see. For those who aren't here, good morning. Let me know if you can see me, and let me know if you can hear me, and if you can see my screen as well. Morning, Roses. Great to have you here. Ah, Mariana, good morning. How are you? Fidel, welcome. Hey, Joey, how are you? Sweet. Definitely happy Friday. I am still tired from my trip back down from New York. 16 hours is no joke driving. Definitely a long drive, I'll tell you that. Unexpected because they canceled my trip back down. I'm like, all right, well, I'm not staying in New York for 2 weeks, I'll tell you that. How's everybody week been so far? Making money, losing, half and half? Losing, but that's part of the journey. Definitely is trade, I'll tell you that. Been okay, but losing mostly on scalps. Hey KF, I have a question for you. Do you have other setups besides scalps? Actually, I gotta charge this. Also, in as always, there's 13 people in here that I can see, and we got 4 likes. So if you have not already, hit the like button or the little thumbs up button. All I ask is for likes in return for me being here with you guys live and talking to you about trading stuff. So little like button. Nah, you're good trade. It's early in the morning. I'm sure a lot of us still half awake. Trying to get just one decent strategy under my belt. Well, in my extremely biased opinion, definitely look into the strat because it is trading on easy mode. I will tell you that. Literally, how you see my charts, that's pretty much how I trade. The only indicator that I use is just the ATR and the strat numbers and stuff like that. If you're not familiar with the strat, I'll post a I'll post the video in the chat. Let me just get the playlist real quick. Don't want to delete that. All right. Uh, how can I copy the playlist itself? Give me a sec. I usually copy this from my phone, not on the computer. There we go. All right, found it. All right, that is the link to the strat playlist, pretty much the strategy that I use. It'll make trading a lot easier for you, in my opinion, or in my biased opinion, anyway. All right, we got 9 minutes left before the market opens. 18 people in here, 11 likes. If you have not already, please hit the like button. I would greatly appreciate that. Some ground rules, or some things before the ground rules. As always, my name is Advent, not a financial advisor. Anything that we go over today is not to be taken as financial advice. It is only for educational purposes only. Trading does have its risks, so please do your research before you engage in trading. So, some quick ground rules. Um, while of course we'll probably be here for the next like 2 hours or so. I only really trade for 2.5 hours maximum a day. Um, you can ask me questions. Morning, Mooch. You can ask me questions. However, if it gets into like the coaching territory, I'm probably not going to answer that just because I want to keep it into the vein of just what we're looking at today. So if you ask me like, oh, what does the delta mean on options chain, or what is the options chain, and things like that, like specific things, I probably won't answer it unless you're in my group or you're an active student, because I will go off on a 3 hour tangent if I do that. And also, to be fair, because some of this information I charge for, so it wouldn't be fair to those people who've paid me, and I'm here giving free information out to just people who come on the lives. Now, I do have, of course, free group coaching, which the next one is this Sunday at 8 p.m. So you are all welcome to join if you have not already, which I'll post the link in the chat in a few moments if you're not aware of it. Let me just find the link for you guys. So in the free group coaching class, and I also do like a Let's Learn series. The Let's Learn series is pretty much free group coaching that I provide for other groups that I support. You can ask me literally whatever you want, and I'll tell you there. But for things like this, like the live trading or like the trade recaps, um, you know, you can ask questions, but if it gets into that realm of like actually coaching and things like that, I'm probably not going to answer it. Just we're all on the same page. The link that I just posted is for the free group coaching that I'm having this Sunday at 8 p.m., where you could ask me literally whatever you want. In those classes, anything goes. You can ask me anything you want. Cool. Glad we're all on the same page now. And now the best part of trading, where we wait and do absolutely nothing. Speaking of which, whoever is new to trading, trading is not fun. Trading is extremely boring. You sit and wait and do nothing until your setup appears, then you get in, and then you do nothing again until the trade completes. So all those TikTok videos you guys see people like, yeah, and like fist pumping, all that crap. To me, that's just, for show. You can celebrate after you finish trading, I'll tell you that. Don't celebrate when you're trading. That's dangerous. Now, you know trade how it is. Yeah, exactly. Once you get into the trade, it's up to the market. My job is done. Whether I win or lose, it's not up to me at that point. It's up to the market. If the market wants to bless me, it's going to bless me. If it wants to take money from me, it's going to take money from me. It is what it is. Also, learned something cool yesterday for those who use Thinkorswim. I haven't figured out how to do it on the desktop yet, but on mobile, which I'm going to try today. Um, Basically, I'm going to try it live today. I did it on paper yesterday, where you can set your take profit and your stop loss based on the price of the stock. So let's say, for the sake of the conversation, you get in calls on Tesla once it breaks the level to go long, and your first target, let's say, is this fib level at 202.12. And let's say you get in at the premium of 1.00. And again, for the sake of the conversation, the target's going to be around 1.30. Instead of you doing like 1.30 for it to take profit level, you can literally just set it to the price of the stock, because you might be at maybe 1.35 when it hits 202.12, which is super cool, because I used to kind of like calculate it more or less, and then put in my take profit and stop loss orders, or I'll just manually get in and out. But now with the market condition to the specific stock price to get in or out, I can just fully automate the trade, which I love, because the less hands-on I need to do, the better. Well, Mooch, whenever you're ready to join us, we will welcome you with open arms. Because Webull, they have like the take profit and stop loss bracket order, but it's more so like with the premium, not the stock price. Hopefully in the future they add that, because that would be super cool. I guess a workaround that you can do if you want to, Mooch, when you're on the options chain, I'm not sure if you saw the video that I posted, um, but in the calculator, you can just type in the price of the stock, and it'll tell you how much more or less the contract will be worth, either up or down from your entry. And you can put the take profit and stop loss more in accordance to that. But yeah, for me, I just love finding ways to just automate the trading as much I can, because I am lazy in certain regards. Where's the video? Let me post it in the chat for those who use Webull. That's the video, the Webull. You can skip to the mobile section where I talk about it. The first part is desktop. Also, question for you guys. Would it be beneficial for you guys for me to have a live class? I'll have it here on YouTube or maybe Zoom that I'll bring everybody into, to go over using like Webull and TradingView, because the videos that I made making those like walkthroughs, they were like probably like 2 years old now, and they've been a lot of updates. So if you guys would like me to make another like updated version, let me know, and then I'll just add that to my to-do list. And if you want me to have it live, I can do that too. Just let me know in the chat. Also, we got 28 people in here, 14 likes. If you have not already, hit the like button or hit the thumbs up button. That's all I ask for. Hey, good morning, Grim. What is this? The short might be good on YM. Generally, when it creates a big fair value gap like this, I don't really like getting into the short, but Let's do it anyway. With a small size though. I'm not going big size. What's that? 396462. All right, that trade is not in yet. Oh, not 5.
Order filled.
Is that the 4-hour one? Yeah. Yeah, usually when we get something like this, it'll just bounce off this fair value gap and bounce up. I'm in that short with a small size. My first target is 39434 on YM, which is pretty much 50 points from entry. And my auto trail or my auto break even kicks in when we hit 40 points in our favor. But let's see. Was that 34? All right, so my first take profit is there at 34. And my stop loss is 534. All right, let's see what the market wants to do with us today. Hey, good morning, Maria. And we're bouncing off this broadening formation. What is that? A monthly level? NVIDIA already triggered long, Tesla triggered short, but I'm not in anything options-wise just yet. Hey, morning, Craig. Right now we're in a short for YM and just waiting, see if it wants to bless us. My entry is 39484 on that YM short. Anybody who uses TOS get this weird glitch where like the chart will kind of just move back and forth by itself? Super weird. Morning, Ken. All right, my auto break even kicked in. Let's see what gets hit first.
Order filled.
All right, first target hit for YM short. My remaining contracts are at 39459. And my next target is 39384, which is basically 100 points for that position. Is my auto trail not kicking in? It's weird. Should be kicking in. This is Think or Swim. Moving my runner to 39436-ish.
Stop filled.
All right, cool short. That was a nice one. I got 50 points out of that. I'll take it. All right, time to wait for the next setup, whatever that may be. Definitely a great start to a Friday. Do you take that too, Mooch? Sweet. We got 32 people in this room and we got 20 likes. Hit the thumbs up button or hit the like button. It should be right under the video. That's all I ask for me doing this for you guys. Just hit the thumbs up button so we can get the engagement up. Exactly what Grim said. Get those likes up. Yep. All right. Nvidia and Tesla doing a lot of nothing. Hey, trade maker, when I was looking at YM yesterday on the 5 minute, oh, it's right there. There was a nice kid in play setup right here. We got the no wick with the big wick, and you take that short down. Beautiful. That was what, 39619, 39. So like 60 points, 70 points, and it hit 3 targets. I wasn't trading in the afternoon. I just saw it after the fact, but nonetheless, that was cool. Anything you guys are looking at? Nvidia, nice. Yeah, Nvidia is doing a whole lot of nothing. It already triggered long, but I don't like taking it like on a retest. Not my cup of tea anyway. It's about to hit the first target at 106.50 by 1 penny. Really? I really hate when it does that. There we go. All right, Nvidia hit the first target. Let's see what the next target is. So if you're in Nvidia, my next target would be this body, so at 107.82, and then my second target would be 108.83. For those who know about a very specific setup that I talk about a lot, can you please tell me what this looks like on Nvidia? Let me bring up the chart or zoom in. What does this setup look like on Nvidia on the 4 hour? Or what can it possibly turn into? Yes, sir. The good old W, or the Wu-Tang, if you want to be poetic. For Tradeovate? Hey, great job, Mariana. Your webcam is blocking. Oh, right. I forgot that you guys can't see NVIDIA because my face is in the way. How do I move my face? That's a great question. What we'll do instead is I will bring NVIDIA up here because YM isn't doing anything right now. Whoops, that is not a ticker. There we go. NVIDIA, 4 hours on the top left. Whoops. From the slums of Shaolin. NVO traded yesterday as a gap up buy, possibly continuing for the time being. Let's look at NVO. Interesting chart with a billion gaps. A TTO might form now if it continues higher. We'll see. That's not what I want. All right, back to YM. Let's see what's going on. Did a 2 and 2 down continuation. Gandalf, I'll find a way to like I haven't really messed around too much with like the YouTube settings. I'll see if I can mess with it to make my head smaller, or not my head. I can't make my head smaller. To make my webcam box smaller, because I literally just realized that it is blocking my NVIDIA chart, and you guys can't see that. Hey, Mariana, how are you feeling after you made that win from what we spoke on yesterday? I'm curious if NVIDIA breaks this inside bar on the 5 minute, if we'll go back down to 104 and hit that BF, at least as the strat tells us. We'll see. So let's see, that will be target 1. Target 2 would be this candle. And then that broadening formation on there would be target 3. Why is my system taking so long to load? I'm going to make this NVIDIA for now. Well, actually, not that one. Bring that back to YM. I will make NVIDIA this one on the bottom left for now, so you guys can see it. Well, that was a nice short on NVIDIA. Yeah, Mike, YM definitely cashed this out. That was a really nice flush. I probably wouldn't even have been able to set the parameters to take me out. So 104.12 would be my next bet on NVIDIA. I'm not in any option trades. I'm still just waiting for a setup that I like to take. Gotcha. Cool. If you feel great, that's cool. But again, it's very dangerous when we like feel happy and excited that we want to trade. So if you start to feel that, get get a little more intense. Probably shut everything down and go take a little break and get some air, because it's very dangerous to trade when you're happy and to trade when you are also not feeling happy. Greed, fear, all that stuff. When me and Mike were trading, I think last week, Mike, or 2 weeks ago, I think it was last week. I think we hit like the 4 hour trade for like 100 points on YM, and then we got a TTO for like an extra 30, 50 points. We were super hyped. And then I called him, and then we were super hype on the phone. I was like, nope, we got to get off this and just shut everything down. Is it normal to feel numb after trading? Absolutely. Because, over time, it just becomes routine. Sometimes I'll still get hyped when I'm trading, and then I have to turn everything off and go do something else while I calm down and relax. But, sometimes I'll just be here when I'm by myself, just stone faces for like 2 hours. What's YM? YM is the Dow Jones futures. So this is a futures trade that we took. You're in a RTY short off the 4 hour. Mike, I think for RTY off the 4 hour, you can take profit, I think every like 4 or 5 points. I think that's what I had when I was calculating it for my ATM. Let's see. Is that 8.5? Yeah, it looks like it hit 4 points already from entry. 8.580. Oh yeah, it hit 5 points from entry, so don't let that go red. Yeah, trade maker, if it's good, I would say that you don't feel anything when you're trading because you don't want to get that excitement. The excitement is more so, we get to spend the money, right? Because that's what we're doing this for, to make money for whatever it is that we want to do. You got in a Tesla call 202.50. Why did you get in a Tesla call 202.50? Yeah, Daniel, having that like happiness and that like excitement, very dangerous for trading. I'll tell you that. That's a red flag if that happens. Well, I guess for that Tesla call, are you trading the strat or are you trading something else? Because it doesn't look like you're trading the strat since it hasn't triggered long. At least for me, it hasn't triggered long yet. What setup did you take for that Tesla trade? The 222 on the 5 minute? You mean the 2-2 on the 5 minute? Because there's a 2-1, there's a 2-1-2 up with the 2. If you're up 55%, I will not let that trade go red. I'll tell you that. Mike, did you take profit or trim on that RTY or M2K setup? Should not be going red. I'll tell you that. Nice. Let's see. Grim took a short on gold. Ah, Mr. Forex. I haven't looked at gold in a while. Hey, morning, Abdal. How are you? You took a short on gold today? Oh, nice W on gold. All right, back to YM. No wick, and then a long with a 3 up. Trade maker, this might be a kid and play setup on the 5 minute on YM. I'm just gonna watch it because I don't really take the three setup ones, like the 3 candle ones, but we'll see. The stop loss will be wide for this one, which I don't really like, so I'm just gonna watch it. Where is the long entry for Tesla? 270. All right, so my long trigger for Tesla is at 200.70. And then the first target is 201.70. And then my stop loss, may put like $2 away. Maybe $3 because it'll be 0 DTE, so it won't be too crazy for the loss. Yeah, trade. So we have the no wick on the red, and then we have the long wick on the green, and then we have the reversal back up. But the only thing for the kid in play, my stop loss would be this body here if I take it long, and then I'll be targeting, these previous highs. But this stop is too wide for me. Took another trade with Lily. All right, let me get this Tesla trade ready. Two. Mike, for ES, when my student back tested it, I think he said like 10 points was good for the 4-hour triggers. I would probably take profit every 5 points personally, because 10 points for one MES that you're using is $50 loss or gain, which is nice, of course, but Sweet. I'm glad to hear that, Abdallah. Any questions you have on the course, let me know as you go through the material. Well, rest in peace, NVIDIA, at least for now. All right, let's go back to my setups because I want to make money too. All right, that YM trade hit first target. Next target I would have is this BF right here, which is about to hit, then this candle high, and then this candle high, and then this broadening formation, and then this gap fill, and then the other candle highs, and so on and so forth. Currently holding an 816 110 call. Should I hold through the weekend or offload today? Great question, Austin. I can't tell you what to do. What I would ask you is this: is the reason that you got into that NVIDIA trade, is it still valid? Has it hit your stop loss? Has it hit any of your targets? Did not hit stop loss and missed a target. All right, question for you. Did it hit a target, but you just didn't get out at the target? Because if it did hit a target, but you did not get out, I would get out of that trade and not let it go red, because the trade already hit a target and now it's coming back to entry. At least that's how I see it. Whether you took it off or not, and you missed it, that's on you. But the trade looks like it was a winning trade. So if it hit a target, but you just missed it and getting out, I would not hope that it goes back green, because once you start hoping, that's when danger happens. I'll tell you that from experience. Whoever was in Tesla, hope you trim some profit and did not let that go red. Ooh, that YM trade was nice. Sometimes I wish I wasn't so picky in my setups, because even though this is one of my setups for YM, it just didn't look like the ones that I prefer to take. But it's definitely working out just fine. But again, it's just hindsight that I'm speaking in, because if it went the other direction, I wouldn't be saying none of this, to be fair. Let's see. If Tesla closes with a hammer on this broadening formation, excuse me. If Tesla closes as a hammer on this 5 minute off this BF, I might get one call so I can test out um, that market condition thing that I figured out yesterday. I don't want to use my usual size as I test something new. If it does close as a hammer, I'm going to go long as soon as it breaks above this candle. My stop loss is going to be pretty much low, a new low of day. Your first target could be $1 from entry. I'll probably be aiming for this up here, but we can probably do this as well as one target. All right, that YM trade was lovely. I wish I took it. What type of trade is that on the YM 5 minute? It's the kid and play setup, at least the trade that I dubbed the kid and play setup. Gandalf, you're in my group, right? If you go to the playbook section, so if you go to in the educational center, go to playbook setups, it'll be right here, the kid and play setup. And the one here is the short version. The one that we saw here was the long version. So you can check it out in there. Of course. All right, we got 15 seconds before this Tesla candle closes. Let's hope we get a hammer, which looks like we're going to get. And I'm buying market as soon as it breaks that high with a stop loss at low of day. Size accordingly to your rules. I'm using one contract because I'm testing something out. Nice. Yeah, if TTOs work for you, then keep on doing that. Like, please keep on doing that. It's the delta, $30. Not bad. I'll take that. Hey Mariana, that Lily trade that you took, are you still in it? Or did it hit your targets or stop loss, anything like that? All right, I'm in the Tesla call. All right, let's set up this advanced order. Let's do create advanced order. All right, the first one is going to be a market close at the price under, what's low of day? 196.15. 196.15. All right, that one's done. And then our take profit, let's do above 19973. Might take it off sooner or move my stop loss up. Done. Review. All right. Interesting. That's how it looks on the chart. It's so weird. I've never seen that before. So my stop loss for this Tesla trade is low of day, pretty much under this candle. You can take profit, or I would take profit either here at this level or that level. I have the order set to take me out automatically if it hits up here. So we'll see. ES is volatile right now. Yeah, kind of doing similarly what YM is doing. Pretty much a whole lot of nothing. That first move was clean this morning. I don't really like the action that's going on right now with ES, at least looking at it. Not my cup of tea. It did print a nice morning star on the 15 minute. That would have been a nice long, almost up 10 points from there. But nothing really clean on for me anyway. Someone say, I knew you were gonna say something. I'm like, where's Trade Maker? It definitely is. Nvidia looks like it's gonna head back to 106 based on the strat. It reversed off this broader information, hit this, reversed off this one. Looks like it's going back to 106.08. Tesla with the two up. Thank you, sir. Let's keep it going. If this turns into an H pattern, I'm going to laugh. But again, we'll see what the market has in store for us. Looking a little H-y, kind of, with the rejection where it's rejecting at. Hey, Mariana, if you're still in here, how are you feeling? How is that a two up? Isn't it red down? I'm not sure what you're looking at, Abdal, but this is a clear two up candle. It broke the previous high. What the heck is this? Ah, gotcha, yeah. Where Tesla's rejecting on the 5 minute, this does look like a potential H instead of a move back up. That's crazy. Your targets are the same as fib targets and EMAs. I might have to learn more about your strat. Definitely, Joey. So I love the strat because it's just easy and super simple. You don't need to overcomplicate it. And the strat will get you in earlier than the EMAs and other indicators and things like that, in my experience. Because, price is always going to tell you what it wants to do or what it's doing. The EMAs and things like that are always going to be lagging behind price. So that's just my preference personally. When did I even get into this? 90? 90. All right, let's see. It's conditional. Can you swing with the strat, or is it more so day trading? Great question, Joey. So the strat was actually created mainly to swing trade, but you can use it for day trading, which is what I do. I'll swing trade it here and there, not too often, but usually when I'm selling premium. But yeah, the strat was mainly created for swing trading. First time watching, any SPY put ideas? I don't trade SPY, so I cannot tell you, JD. You tell me what you see, and then I'll tell you what I see. I have a question for you, JD. Why would you be looking at SPY puts? How do you trade futures with the strat since we don't look at after hours? Well, remember, I only trade the New York trading session. I don't trade Asia or London. You can trade the strat with extended hours in London, Asia if you want to. I just trade New York session. But the strat, you're only supposed to trade using the New York session candles, but it also works for Asia and London and things like that. I just personally don't trade those sessions. One of my mentors does with the strat. So I think you just have to be a little picky on what the specific setups you take. You can't just take any of them. So yeah, JD, or why would you be looking at SPY put ideas and not SPY call ideas? That's my question to you. Hey, Mariana, are you still in that trade, or did it hit your target? Did it hit your stop? Anything like that? Anyone placing SPY puts? Why is everybody talking about SPY puts? I'm curious. You've seen a lot of SPY puts. That's interesting. Yeah, Joey has the idea. So when you do your charting and analysis in the evening, let's say, you're not even paying attention to what is happening. Yeah, when I'm doing my watch list for the evening, I don't even bother looking at extended data because I only trade during New York session anyway. Yeah, you can look at pre-market data like I have here on my chart. Like I have my 3 charts with regular trading hours, and then I have extended hours right here, so I can see what happened pre-market to get additional levels and things like that. Hey, great job, Mariana. Shut everything down, enjoy the rest of your day, get some sun, get some air, and do not look at charts anymore for the rest of the day. Also, Mariana, send me those trades when you get a chance. Let me know exactly when you got in, when you got out, what your target was, things like that. You can email it to me or send it to me through WhatsApp, whichever one you prefer. Would you take this NVIDIA 5-minute TTO long once it's above yesterday's high of day? Um, that's not a TTO at all. I don't see any TTO set up on NVIDIA. For those who trade ICT, is this an order block on YM on the 5-minute? Yeah, Vor, I'm not seeing any bullish TTO for NVIDIA at all. Maybe a bearish one right now, sure, kind of. It's a little dirty. Found CMA via another Discord you are on. If join CMA, is there live YouTube daily trading like today or live trading Fridays and alert in the Discords? I'm a strap trader. Just got stopped out of Tesla. Let's see. So I don't live trade often. It's very, very rare that I trade live. So after this live session today, I probably won't trade or live trade for a while since I'm currently studying for some exams and I need to spend my time doing that. What I do have more in the group is trade recap sessions. So I have one trade recap session live on YouTube every Friday. So tonight we'll reconvene at 7 p.m. Eastern to go over the trading day and and essentially see what we took, what trades did I take, what trades did you guys take, stuff like that. So in the group, I don't live trade. Well, I live traded the last few days, but besides this week and last week when I was live trading, I'm not going to live trade for a while after today, but I'll still have the trade recap sessions. So You can definitely join those when I have it in my group. I have only one of them in the on YouTube on Fridays, but I'll usually have an extra two of those classes throughout the week in my group. And of course, other benefits where you get to speak to me more directly. What group do you know me from, BD? For those who may want to join my group or need any of my help, you're welcome to click on that WAP link and look at the details. How do you use the strat on the shorter time frame during sessions? Um, you have to give me a specific time frame, like the 5 minute, the 15 minute, like, or you mean like the 3 minute, 1 minute, stuff like that? Because if it's under the 5 minute, I do not use anything under the 5 minute for the strat. Ah, gotcha. Top Hat, love that guy, great dude. Yeah, there's a bearish TTO on Tesla on this H, and the short entry was on this 212 down. What's a TTO? That's a great question, Joey. I'm going to post a video in the chat. Actually, I think I posted it earlier today. Hold on. The playlist. I think it's this one. That's the strat playlist that goes over all of the strat components. So if you want to learn what a TTO is, check the video in there. If this prints another hammer on Tesla's 5 minute, I will be obliged to take it. It'll be a risky one, I'll tell you that. And the reason I say it would be a risky long on Tesla if it prints another hammer off this BF is because the higher time frames are bearish. So we're going against time continuity. A doji candle, I guess. I don't really like dojis. I'd rather a hammer print there than a doji. Well, Abdal, with the strat, a hammer, an actionable signal, and a broader information pair those two together with a reversal is a high probability setup. Um, it's just conflicting with the higher time frames. So, well, the 5 minute, I just look for TTOs or broadened information reversals. Oh, man. We would take profits sooner? Not necessarily, because you're still using the previous candle highs as targets if I were to take this long. Two one two down on the 15 on YM. Shout out to you, sir. I ain't take that one. It could be a nice H, I'll tell you that. Just that wick on that inside bar, a little too big for me personally. Okay, so everything is based off broadened information and TTO. Not necessarily. That's just what I like. Mike, if you took the 2 and 2 down, my first target will be this bottom wick right here, and then this broadened information, then this body, and then low of day at that wick down there. So target 1, target 2, target 3, target 4. There's your first target hit, Mike. Don't let that trade go red. Just trim some profits. Good stuff. Another 30 point. Do you take the whole position off or do you just trim it and then you left the remaining? Oh, well, you only have one contract. That's right. Next week, we're going to size you up. Cool. A 30 point win. I'll take that. How much are you up? You can text me if you don't want to put it in the chat. 50? Not bad. Cool. Yeah, shut it down, take your money and go home. I'll take $50 in an hour. How would you manage your position with one contract? Well, I just take it off at target one until I make enough money to be able to afford more than one, to be able to trim later on. Oh, man. Any codes for Apex? Absolutely. Actually, let me do this on the computer because I can type a lot faster. Let's see. What the hell is that? Market dumpy. Is the market dumping? Not in my opinion. Thanks, sir. You are not on the Tesla put, right? Negative. I am not in anything. I got stopped out of that Tesla long about 15, 20 minutes ago. I have not gotten into anything else options wise. And I'm just waiting for a YM setup right now. Hey, JR. How are you? Thank you. I appreciate your words. For those who are in here who have not done it already, we got 36 people in here and we have 30 likes. So if you have not hit the like button or thumbs up, please do so we can get the engagement up and the channel can get out there to help more people who need help. Also, for those who weren't here in the beginning, this upcoming Saturday, I'm having my free group coaching class on Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern. The link that I just posted in the chat is the link that you can use to sign up. It is free. It is every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern where you can ask me anything you want. And that same link is the same link that you'll be using for the other classes that I have every month. So save that link somewhere to sign up for the other classes. Or you can do what some people do and just sign up for like 5 months in advance, and then you'll get the email with the Zoom link for the class. It automatically generates. So if you sign up and you don't get nothing in your inbox, check your spam or your junk mail. and it'll be a Calendly link with the details. Getting error on the page that I posted? Oh, whoops. My bad. Give me a sec. When I copied it from the chat earlier, it didn't give me the full link. Let me bring up the proper link. Give me a sec. Morning, Jonathan. All right, try that link that I just posted. That one should work. And it'll say like August 11th for the sign up. And please, 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 for those who sign up, please be as specific as possible when you ask me what you're struggling with or what you want me to go over. Because if somebody tells me like, hey, man, what was one of them? They'll say something like, well, actually, that's kind of specific. They'll ask me something like, hold on, let me bring it up. I usually keep all my notes here. Anyway, be as specific as you can in the questions that I ask. That would greatly help me prepare to help you guys. Because when you're vague, I can't really help if you're vague. Also, you have to attend for me to answer your question. If you do not attend, I am not answering your question. For those who cannot attend, I posted the recording up on my YouTube, usually the same night or the day after. So if you miss it, you can watch the recording. But if you want your question answered, you must attend. I like talking to people, not to a screen. Well, I'm talking to a screen, but you know what I mean. Yeah, like somebody posted, they want me to go over psychology. That literally tells me nothing. Like what specifically when it comes to trading psychology, right? So hopefully that person attends, because if not, I'm just skipping that question. Sweet. I'm glad the link is working now. And then this link that I'm posting in the chat is if you want to work with me or if you want to join my group, all that good stuff. Also, the YouTube lives that I have, like the trade recap every Friday at 7 p.m., which we'll all come back together tonight to look at. It's open to everybody. So if you know anybody who may benefit from it, feel free to invite them. It's open. What's the word? It's open to everybody. And with my free group coaching class on that Calendly link, you can send it to anybody. Is this a TTO on SPY? Let's find out. I guess you can. Yes and no. I don't like it personally. I would want it to be a little higher. This is kind of just chop. And if you don't know how to read them properly, go back and check the TTO video that I made and study up again. You just have to train your eyes, and it'll get easier to see. Oh, man. Will you use leverage if you were starting trading? That's a great question, JR, for the free group coaching class. I'm not sure when you got in here, but I'm not answering questions that really go into the realm of like coaching or things like that. I'm just keeping it to the trading today. So if you want that question answered, join us on Sunday and I will answer that question for you. Now you're good, JR. I just like to set like certain boundaries because, I charge people to give them information. Of course, in my free group classes, you can ask me whatever you want for free. That's fine. I just want to be fair to the people who paid me for this information. And it wouldn't be fair for me to just give a bunch of information out for free just because I'm having a live class. This is today. I like to just keep the questions in reference to what the class is about. So if we're live trading, it'll be regarding what we're doing. Or if it's a trade recap class or a class on journaling, just staying in that vein or that topic or context rather. We will be transferring your account to the new version of TraderSync in the next few days. You could be transferred as early as August 9th, 2024. Joke's on you, TraderSync, because you guys already gave me access to the new version. So I've been on that. Thanks, though, for the notification. For those who may be new to trading and weren't here in the beginning, welcome to professional trading, sitting and waiting and doing absolutely nothing. It's extremely boring. Hey, Raz, or, well, Raul, if you're in here. Yeah, Jonathan, trading is waiting. Trading is waiting. I did get that YM short, which I hope you took as well. Oh, Abdal, I'm so glad that you joined the free group coaching through my WAP because I want to make a service announcement. Let's bring up my page real quick. All right, so for those who go on my WAP and you sign up for the free coaching through here, if you just sign up through here, that doesn't get you into the class. When you sign up for this, a link is going to pop up. Where is this? A link is going to pop up like this. Let me preview as a user. So it's going to say registration link. You have to click on this link. It's going to take you to the Calendly link and you're going to register there. Because I had about 40 people sign up for this free class through my WAP like this, but they never actually signed up for the class here. So once you click get access and you get it, you have to click on the registration link, which is going to take you to Calendly, and then you're going to sign up there. So keep that in mind. Because if you just sign up through WAP without going in here, you're not going to attend the class. because I had 40 people sign up through here and only 3 people signed up through here. So please keep that in mind. Oh, nice. You took the move back up. Cool. Today probably might be a choppy day. It looks like a whole lot of nothing happening, which would make sense because the beginning or like, most of the week we had fantastic moves. So it would make sense they just chop it on Friday and just take everybody's money. So we'll hang out here for another hour or so and I'll get off like near 12 noon because I already made my money for futures this morning for those who were here in the first 5 minutes of market open. So futures, nice green day. I took a loss on Tesla, so I'm green on futures and I'm red on options. But we still got another hour. Let's see what the market may give me, or give us rather. Excuse me. Which platform do you use for futures and do you have to pay? So it depends, Vor, the method that you want to go through. So let me bring this up real quick. So with I use Tradeovate. This is Tradeovate. I think so. Well, before I even go into that, for futures, it's pay to play. So for Tradeovate, which is what I use, super convenient, super easy to use. I think the first month when you sign up with them, they give you free data. After that, you have to pay. The data is like $8 to $16 a month. That's nothing. So Tradeovate, I love it. There's videos on my YouTube on how to use it. You can also use Thinkorswim, but the margin requirements are a lot more on Thinkorswim, which I don't like. Hey, Abdal, thank you. I saw that. So yeah, futures, you can, it's pay to play. Big candle on SPY. Nice. Right off that hammer. Cool. Almost a high of day too. Almost there. Let's see. Yeah, so you have to pay for futures data. That's the pay to play. Oh, wow. There's a W on NVIDIA that I literally just noticed right now. Yep, with the higher low, you take that 2 up right here. That would have been a nice one. Hey, good stuff, BD. If SPY rises, could you see Meta increasing? I'm in dailies on Meta. I think I haven't traded SPY and Meta in a long time. I think Meta is in. Well, Meta's super bullish. I'll tell you that. With a quadruple inside bar on the 5 minute, man, I would have taken the hell out of that trade. I'm not sure what your targets are for meta, but if you're green by a good amount, I would not let that trade go red. I'll tell you that. SPY is 5 cents away from a new high of day. Let me just set an alert since I don't want to look at it. Oh, well, all right, that was quick. All right, SPY, new high of day. Let's go back to Tesla. God, I can't wait until they update Thinkorswim to be like TradingView. I just need you to zoom in, Thinkorswim. Thank you. Colorblind person's nightmares. If YM goes 3 up on the 4 hour, would you take that? You know I would. A 3 up is definitely a valid setup. Speaking of, let me get that order ready. Let's see, 39660. Let me just make sure that's correct. 39660. Yes, it is. One, two, 5. Three, 9, 6, 6, 0. I find it interesting how even though I don't ever really trade on my phone for futures, I find it interesting that after Ninja, or well, I guess after Apex bought Ninja Trader and then they bought Tradeovate, on the app for the trade screen, buy used to be blue and sell used to be red. And now buy and sell is blue. So if you're not paying attention, you may mess up on that order. Very sneaky. Whoa, what the heck? Let me cancel all of that. Yeah, because I'm like, why would you make the sell blue like buy? Just leave it how it was. Hey, Marianne, I saw them. I'll check them out when I'm done with the stream. Let's bring up the orders. Let's put that down there. Which one is working? Gotta modify that. Yep. Modify. Modify. Done. All right, excellent. That order is good to go. Sweet. All right, I have my buy stop order for that 4-hour 3-up trigger on YM. Also, Advent, in your group, talked to you last week. I'm hip to hip. Hey, hip, how are you? Ooh, you were hoping for some movement. Every student that I work with will tell you the word hope is not allowed, ever. We don't hope when we're trading. It's either yes or no. If you're hoping, if you're in a trade, that's probably a red flag that you need to get out. Because if you're hoping, that means you're no longer trading. That means you're hoping, you're gambling. And we're here to trade. We're not here to hope. Is it a video of if how to back test? I'm gonna need more details with that question. What do you mean of how to back test? Back test what specifically? Yeah, real. So the video of how to back test, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Like, what are you trying to back test? Took a Tesla call? Great job. Can you show the 4-hour chart? The 4-hour chart for what? Hopium, prayism, maybeism? Tesla's finally hitting that target that we had from earlier? That's how you feel? All right. I'll accept the loss. I'm salty about it. That's interesting. Even the contract from earlier, even if it just hit this target, I would still be down about 5% on the contract because theta just ate up a bunch of the premium. Basically, how do I backtest? Great question. Rio, what's your you're in my Discord, right? Do I call this a TTO on Tesla? Absolutely not. There is nothing TTO-ish about Tesla in the slightest, Erwin. Great job on that trade, though. 120% gain. Shout out to you. This is YM's 4-hour chart. If it breaks that high, it's going to be a 3 up. How do you backtest different strat setups? Well, I just go back to the chart and just look for for the setups and just see which ones worked and which ones didn't. So if you're looking for 212 setups, just go through the chart and on that specific time frame, see which ones didn't work, see which ones did work. That's pretty much how I back test it. Oh man. Do you know people that scalp off lower time frame candles all day, just like 5-minute rev strats and stuff? Not that I know of. There might be people in my group or in other groups that I support that do that. I'm just not sure who it is exactly. If you're new to the strat, you should be looking at the higher time frames because the lower time frames, you're not really going to know what to do. And more than likely, you'll be going against time continuity most of the time if you don't know what you're doing. Yeah, real. So I just go back on the chart, look at the specific setups, and I'm like, all right, this one works. This one worked too. All right, out of 30 of these setups on this time frame, it worked 25 or 20 times, so that it is profitable. And it's just a waiting game after that. And once you take it, once you actually see it. So that's how I back test for the strat. You can't really put anything into a computer or system to back test it for you, like EMAs and things like that. So you just have to do it manually. Like even for the 4 hour for YM, I just went back on the 4 hour and I put a take profit at 50 points and a stop loss at 50 points. And almost always it's one. So I'm like, all right, that's a good setup to take, and that's pretty much one of my first setups I take almost every day. On Tesla, if it can break the broadening formation, could it go high up to 202? The broadening formation, I don't have any broadening formations up here unless you do. I'm not sure. Maybe I missed one to draw it, but oh well, there you go. Apparently, well, for those who don't know her actual name, so Roses and Trading as a Lifestyle, they use the 5 minute time frame for strat setups. For oh man, what are the best stocks or futures on which strat works and which time frame should, so we can use your knowledge then doing analysis? That's a great question for my free group coaching class this Sunday, TJ. What I will say, I'm not going to go into details, um, but what I would say is start paper trading for a week, choose one or two tickers maximum, and experiment and see what works best for you. But if you want the actual answer, come to the class on Sunday, 8 p.m., or you can always book a session. What did you say about the 5 minute? Didn't catch that. So trading is a lifestyle, and Roses answered your question that they trade the 5 minute rev strats and such. YM with the Momo hammer on the 5 minute time frame. Life of a six-figure futures trader. Ooh, almost missed this by looking at my phone. 40. Shit, which one is it? 90. 90, 100. It's 41. If I want to start futures, do you recommend starting with a prop or like 1K, trying one micro at a time? So for my cousin, what I did for him is we paper traded for 2 months, and he's like brand new to trading, like period. So taught him the basics in the first month. Well, actually, really until like the last month or this month. Well, middle of last month. I just had him paper trading for about a month and a half, 2 months, as he went over the material that I gave him, and just to make sure that he understood what I was teaching him. And then once he showed consistency, then I took him over to using a prop firm. And then from the prop firm, he's going to get his payouts to fund his own account and go from there. So prop is nice if you don't have much money starting out. And that Momo hammer setup is invalid because it triggered a 2 down. The 1 minute for the strat, I would definitely never do that. I'd rather take one good trade on the 15 minute than 5 okay trades on the 1 minute. But if it works, don't listen to me. Keep on doing what you're doing. Oh. 150% on Tesla, very nice. Do not let that trade go under 100%. I'll tell you that. Because if you're up 150%, I would have taken profit. I'm pretty sure it would have hit a target. So if you're going for the moonshot at 300%, 400%, your greed is showing. So do not let that trade go. I would not let that trade go under 100%. Nice. I won't let that runner position go under 100% either. Maybe this is a TTO setting up on YM. Well, it's kind of a TTO. The 4 hour hasn't triggered yet, which I prefer, but everything else is bullish. This order cannot be placed. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, Mariana. So, you know, I used to scalp like on the 1 minute and 3 minute using like EMAs and stuff like that. When we go over the strat more, I'll show you more on what I mean by using the higher time frames. So yeah, when we get to it, the the higher time frames just make it easy because I'd rather take one solid trade than struggle for an hour trying to take 5 trades. That might not be that good. Three, 9, 6, 2, 6. I hate when they print a perfect hammer and then they just keep on buying it up. Super annoying. We got a minute left on this 5 minute candle on YM. Also, if you have not subscribed yet, I would greatly appreciate it. Is that a Momo hammer on the 15 minute on YM? That would be crazy. I'll have to size down for that one though, because that stop loss would be a little wide. It's like 40, what, 40, 41 points? Yeah, Mariana. So you can either go through my playlist on my YouTube channel or in the course from yesterday. There's a part that I talk about the strategy. You can go over that material as well. And of course, any questions that come up, just send me a message as the questions come up so I can help clear it up for you. And then when we have our session, we can maximize our time together. I might have a class tomorrow on YouTube live. I'm doing a Let's Learn class tomorrow for another group. I may stream it live on the YouTube, so you guys keep an eye out for that. Have 27 people on here, should have 15 new subs. Does it tell me how many subs I got today? Nah, it doesn't tell me for today, just from yesterday. I guess I'll find out tomorrow. I had about 40, 50 people show up here. I think some of them might be returning. So we'll see what I wake up to tomorrow. So if you haven't subscribed yet, that would be great. I would greatly appreciate that. Oh, a shooter on the 30-minute for YM. If they close that thing under that BF, that would be crazy. And on the 1 hour too. The 30-minute and the 1 hour will trigger at the same time. Oh, man. Ooh, if that BF, if this candle closed under that BF on the 30-minute, I'm taking that short on YM with a small, with a tight, not a tight stop loss, but with a small size because that candle is too big for me. All right, let's go on the 30-minute so I can get this proper. Let's do 55. Oh yeah, that stop loss will be pretty wide. Let's see, 55 with 5, that's a $125 loss, $150 loss. I'll accept that. Is that 56? What's that low? 52. So that'll be 51. All right. And then 37. 25. Could do 25. Do 30. The time tomorrow, probably 8 p.m.
Stop filled.
I am in the short for YM, small size. My stop loss is at 39601, so 50 points away. First target, you can take it in 20 points in our favor or 30 points, whatever you want. So you can have you can do this as a target. If my screen wants to load, you can have this as a target. And then BF here as a target. Let's see what hits first. My stop loss or my take profit level. Let's see what the market has in store. Which time zone? Eastern time. I'm on the East Coast, so anything I ever say will be on the East Coast. Where did my screen go? Will you save it? So the class for tomorrow So all the YouTube lives, they all get saved to the live section of my YouTube channel. So if you're looking like in the video section, you're not going to find it there. So let me bring it up to show you guys. So if you're in my YouTube channel, and let's say the live from today, if you look in videos, you're not going to find it there. You have to go to live, and then it'll be there. All the live things that I've ever done are here. And then some of them, you can also, I kind of have it organized for like, the Let's Learn series, the Trade Recap series, which we'll have tonight at 7 p.m., different things. So the lives will always be in the live tab. YouTube separates them from my regular videos in the live. So just something to keep in mind of, or keep in mind. Yeah, so if you miss it and you can't attend, that's okay. The recording will be there. But if you want to ask specific questions, of course, it's always good if you can attend. And I'll have more every month. So I have mine every month, of course, like I mentioned. And then for other groups that I support, I have like 1 or 2 a month, which sometimes I have on YouTube, sometimes I just have in their group. So you guys can just keep a lookout. I think if you hit the little notification icon or a little bell icon on my channel, it'll notify you like if I put out another video, or sometimes like for today for the live trading, I made like the announcement video a few days ago. So it would have notified you prior to me actually releasing it. Hey Mooch, if you're still in here, I'm probably going to cancel that 4-hour trade because this is a snail's pace day. Probably be good just to take our money from this morning and call it. So this is my last trade, win or lose. Yeah, it was like three points from triggering us in. Oh man. This trade is taking forever, which is making me, I don't want to use the word emotional, but again, I'm human. I'm getting a little sweaty, which makes me nervous. But as always, we don't do anything. We don't touch the trade. We let it do its thing. Even though I want to, just take it off at break even. It looks like it's bouncing off that order block from the left side, if that is an order block in ICT terms anyway. Took a Tesla put up 30%. Great job. Where'd my candle go? There we go. 10 points away from the stop loss.
Stop filled.
Well, took that loss. 1 for 3 today. I'll take it. Well, time to journal. I'll stick around for another 10 minutes. If they turn this into an H, I will be so annoyed. All right, let's take a screenshot of this setup, which failed. What the heck was that? And then our first setup was the 4-hour trigger. Which one? And then Tesla took that trade as well. Remember, losses are part of the business and to be expected. You cannot escape losses. The biggest thing is that when you do take a loss, you don't revenge trade. Take the L gracefully and wait for another setup. If they turn this 15-minute into a shooter, I'm not going to take it, but it'll be interesting if they do. Let's see. All right, let's see. That was a 2 down from the 4-hour. This was, do I have that? Yeah, I guess it was a BF reversal. I'll just use that. That was a 30-minute. Let me add that specific setup in here so I don't get confused later on. Configuration. Hello? There we go. All right, this is the BF reversal 30 minutes. All right. All right. I will see you guys tonight at 7 p.m. for the trade recap. Bring me all the trades that you took so I can review them and we'll go over them together. I'll go over my trades as well, even though for most of you that were here, you already saw my trades. But if you want to go over them again, we can definitely do that. Any last things before we wrap up and end this call? For those who are still in here, we got 17 people still hanging out. Oh, man. Gonna take the best nap of all time in a few moments. Hey, cheers, Anthony. Thank you for stopping by. Well, it doesn't look like there's much else. I appreciate you guys for stopping by, asking your questions, and trading with me. I will see you tonight at 7 p.m. for the trade recap. Tomorrow might have another live class with a group that I'm supporting. And then Sunday is going to be my class at 8 p.m. as well. Make sure to sign up for it. This thing is seriously about to hit our first target right before I get off. Let's see. I'm curious. By 1 point, it didn't hit the target that I had. It's just 2 points. Just do it. There you go. First target hit that we had. Well, it is what it is. I'll take my L gracefully, even though I'm a little salty about it, but can't win them all. Hey, Quilla, how are you? Sunday, no, tomorrow is Moments class that I'm having. This Sunday is mine. Yes, both are 8 p.m. Eastern. Tonight is going to be 7 p.m. Eastern for the trade recap. Sweet. Anyway, I'm going to go take a nap because I am sleepy. Thank you guys for stopping by as always. If you have not subscribed yet, I would greatly appreciate it. Every like, subscription, view, I monitor all of that, and I'm appreciative for all of it. It hit the second target? Really? All right. I'm getting off. I'll see you guys. Thanks for coming by. Gonna get some air and shut this down.